Hello folks, I'm the Red, and this is our Adventurer Guild. Last we left off, we were planning on starting our very first adventure since taking over. We're going to go ahead and, collect some mushrooms. We'll get everyone we have in on this, hand out what equipment we've picked up. All of the tools we've purchased. Leave behind all of these little supplies here. I'm going to take a small amount of supplies. And we're just going to head right on out. Paula's going to take the front row next to Ridley, even though she's a rogue and a little squishy for what we would like for her to be. I would like for her to be the back row, but we only have the one tank right now. We will grow the size of our parties later. Takes a little money to get everyone coordinated. All we need to do is collect 3 special mushrooms. We're gonna, of course, collect all of these ores and pretty much anything else we find along the way. But these mushrooms are what we're here for. You know what, Donovan? Why don't you try digging this up? Really just to get you the experience. There's 2 of the mushrooms. Let's check the map real quick. I don't see the 3rd one here. Rather than walk straight into that goblin, I'm gonna go all the way around. Trap shoved off there in the corner. Oh! And go ahead and lockpick this. Paula, you can do it. Easily. Go ahead and lockpick it. Oh, it's not even locked. It's just some jewels hiding in a little chest. Grab these herbs here. Grab this mushroom. We can just walk away. We are going to continue exploring though. Because we have an event here. Well, we have an event next to these ores. We're going to grab first. As the adventurers make their way through the winding tunnels of the dimly lit cave, they come across a small, ornate shrine bathed in a soft glow. The shrine is adorned with intricate carvings and strange symbols, and at its center hovers a sparkling crystal that seems to pulse with an otherworldly energy. As the adventurers approach the shrine, they notice a stone tablet standing in front of it. The tablet is etched with strange markings that seem almost familiar, yet completely unreadable. The cave above the shrine seems to be the crystal above the shrine seems to be a tempting prize. As the adventurers gaze upon its shimmering surface, they can't help but wonder what power it might hold. Go ahead and try to decipher this message. Raphael, you're smart enough to do it. After poring over the inscriptions on the stone tablet, Raphael manages to decipher the message etched onto it. It reads, "To receive my gift, you must... Wow, struggling a little here. To receive my gift, you must prove your worth through unwavering endurance." The cryptic words left Raphael and the rest of the party with more questions than answers. Although he did get a little bit of wisdom from it. Donovan, why don't you take the crystal? As Donovan stepped forward to grab the shimmering crystal, he felt a sudden surge of energy coursing through his fingertips. With a crackle of electricity, a blinding bolt of lightning erupted from the crystal, engulfing Donovan in a searing burst of pain. Donovan screamed in agony and wanted nothing more than to let go of the crystal. Donovan was about to, a voice appeared in his mind, urging him to continue holding it, to persevere through the pain. Which he should be able to do. With a little bit of bravery, a little bit of willpower. Donovan decided to listen to the voice and hold on to the crystal despite the pain it was causing him. The rest of the party could only watch in horror as lightning crackled around Donovan, preventing anyone from getting close. Finally, the crystal began to dissolve in Donovan's hand, melting it into his body. A last burst of lightning sent Donovan flying into the wall, and then everything was quiet. As the party rushed over to check on Donovan, they found that he was bruised, but otherwise unharmed. As they looked closer, they saw that the crystal had fused with Donovan's forehead, forming a third eye that glowed with an eerie light. Despite the party's concern, Donovan seemed unfazed by the strange new appendage. In fact, he claimed that he could see things more clearly than ever before. With no other choice, the party decided to continue on with their quest, hoping that the crystal will not cause any harm to Donovan in the future. Ooh, took a bunch of damage there. But he gained the trait Crystal Eye, which will give him some accuracy and dodge. You can see it under his hair there. Is that the only thing it gives him? Oh, gains the trait, the skill Crystal Eye 2, which gives him True Sight. Okay. I think with him injured, we're just going to go ahead and leave, especially, we don't need to actually get into any fights. We found the mushrooms without finding anyone. We don't need to go hunting anyone down. That's not what we're being paid to do. We're not going to learn anything significant from it. We'll get a little bit of XP from killing, but not a lot. There we are. Everyone but Paula, who already had leveled up, has their own level ups. Hey, Guildmaster. Congratulations on your first successful quest. This was the least of all outcomes. It would have been too much for even yourself if the first quest we accepted ended in failure. I hope I don't have to hold protocol with you after every quest we do. Alright guys, let's try to get along. On another note, we came because we wanted to show you the last 2 places in the guild. As you already know, most of our resources are collected by our adventurers on their quests. We use these resources to make our own equipment and potions. Unfortunately, our former alchemist has left us, so for now we have lost the ability to make potions. But luckily our blacksmith is still with us. Let's give him a visit and see if we have enough resources to make use of. We can do that right away. Barrett, are you here? We want to introduce you to somebody. I'm here. Yikes! Easy, big guy. Didn't I tell you not to sneak up on people like that? I wasn't. I stood here when you came in. Hello, Barrett. Hello, Viola. Barrett, this is our new guildmaster. How about you introduce yourself? The name is Barrett. I'm the blacksmith. Nice to meet you. I'm Red. Barrett isn't much of a talker, so you have to excuse him when he just goes silent. But he is an excellent blacksmith who has been providing our adventurers with equipment for years now. Whenever we have enough materials, consider letting Barrett craft new equipment for our adventurers. It's the most efficient way of boosting an adventurer's combat capabilities. Do you have anything to add, Barrett? No. You're the salt of the earth, Barrett. So, let's see what if we can... Yeah, we can make some... You know, let's make a sword for our defender. This last place I want you to visit is maybe the most important one in the entire Adventurer Guild. And I'm not saying that just because it's my workplace. Jeez, would it hurt you to try to be more sociable? No sense in risking it. This here is my domain. This is the training ground where we veterans teach the adventurers all of our skills and knowledge. Are you the only teacher here? No, of course not. Adventure parties have to have many different roles. I might be good with a sword, but I'm lousy with other weapons. For that we have other instructors. We used to have dozens of instructors with different skill sets to teach, but unfortunately most have left the guild since its decline. I hope that we might gather new instructors again after our reputation improves. But those who stayed with us are exceptionally talented people. Currently they don't seem to be here, but you should talk to them when you see them. They're good people. I don't doubt it. Fran always had an eye for good people. Well, there is one exception. Talking about yourself? Seriously, guys, didn't you say you haven't seen each other for 10 years? How could anyone still hold so much hostility after that long of a time? It's easy if it's her. At least I'll know who's responsible if either of you end up dead. So, we're gonna level up everyone who's got the ability, which is just about everyone. We did get dexterity, we got the strength, which is not guaranteed, the endurance, willpower. Yeah, we're gonna take this roll. Ridley got a good level there. That's multiple low rolls, yeah. Easily, Raphael is going to accept that. And... I kind of want to take the reroll here. Yeah, that was a good reroll. Got us plenty more stats. And then everyone has one skill point. So we're going to go ahead and teach everyone something new. Ridley here is going to learn to taunt, cover people. Raphael, what's you have a significant amount of skill points. They are wisdom based, yes. You have wisdom as a special thing, so I'm gonna let you learn some support spells. Paula, I think I'm gonna Shadow Step. Lets her teleport, jump up to high ground and jump down. Donovan, you're a healer. You're going to improve your healing. We'll probably go over these skills as we get more adventures and train them into more and different things. Just to have variety. One more thing, Guildmaster. We do not need to accept quests every day. Adventurers have their own limits and need to rest from time to time, both mentally and physically. Push them beyond that and might leave the guild one way or another. I guess one way is dying. Consider just letting this day end so our adventurers can recover a bit. The adventurers will thank you, Guildmaster. So where has the swamp hag disappeared to? If you're referring to Fiola, then she already left. She was actually the one who told me to give you that advice in her stead. She said that she hit her mental limit with you for today. Would it bother you to deliver my remarks so that she doesn't get the last word? It would bother me greatly, Guildmaster. Very much so. Again, the Guildmaster seems to be the one that instigates this fight. We're gonna do as he said and just pass a day. Lucky cards. Today, some of the adventurers decided to play cards with each other and played a few rounds in the tavern. Unfortunately, amongst them was also Paula. Needless to say that Paula, the lucky bastard that she was, won every round, even with hands that seemed impossible to win with. The whole thing wouldn't be so bad if they weren't also playing for money. It didn't take long until everyone accused Paula of foul play, but none of them can prove it. In the end, they stopped playing, but the feeling that Paula might have cheated stayed with everyone. So, everyone's a little angry at Paula here for being lucky and just winning everything. Okay. Apparently another group of adventurers has encountered her. After 2 weeks, it's still happening. I guess we have no choice but to tell Red about it. Tell me about what? Just when I mention you. It's like speaking of the devil. But now that you're here, you should know that there have been a few incidents close to the guild. What kind of incidents? Lately, some of the travelers who visit the tavern have been talking about seeing a strange girl in the nearby forest. The story always goes like this. They first hear maniacal laughter in the forest, and those who are brave enough will then start to look for the source. When they find the source, it would always turn out to be a girl with blue hair. But when they try to approach the girl, they would always pass out for some mysterious reason. Kind of sounds like a ghost story. Oh gods, please don't let it be the ghost of a little girl. That would be too depressing. Well, whatever it is, until now all adventurers have regained their consciousness on the road and were unharmed, so it might be harmless. Still, it might be a good idea to send some adventurers to investigate it as an assignment. If you don't have any adventurers available, hire more in the tavern. Does sound like a good idea, despite it coming from you. So, assignments. These are essentially quests that we don't actually go on. We want to... I guess we're just gonna take Ridley and Raphael, send them out. Paula can just sit back. And since she's sitting back, we're gonna go ahead and just wait and have a new trainer pop up. God damn it. How often do I have to tell you? That's not how you shoot an arrow. I'm sorry, ma'am. Hold it like this. Now try it again. Yes. Whoosh. The arrow missed the target by a mile. Are you trying to piss me off? Yikes. No, ma'am. Do you like kittens? What? I said, do you like kittens? Yes, very much so. Then maybe I just get a whole bunch of them and put them everywhere but the targets. Maybe that will motivate you to hit the damn target. No. Dear gods. Whoa there. I think this is enough training for today. How about we just call it a day and continue tomorrow? Yes, thank you, sir. Look at how fast she can run when it's not laps around the field. Astrid, how often do I have to tell you it would be better if you were just a little nicer to the adventurers? I think that was perfectly reasonable. Really? The whole kitten thing was reasonable? Did you even hear yourself? Hey, Falcon. Oh, Guildmaster. You saw all that, huh? Pretty much. Huh. I don't think you two have met yet. Guildmaster, let me introduce you to Astrid, the archer instructor. Astrid, this is the new Guildmaster of the Adventurer Guild. Are you also here to tell me how to do my job? Normally I wouldn't. But I do think threatening to take kittens as hostages goes a bit too far. Fine, I won't take kittens as hostages. I would have never thought that was something like that. I would have never thought something like that was even on the table. Honestly, it sounds a little more silly than anything else. I think we're just going to let another day pass here. We've got plenty of gold in comparison to our expenses. The adventurers found the person disturbing the guild, and it turned out to just be a normal girl. Unsure of what to do with her, the adventurers have brought her back with them to the guild. Maybe talking to the girl will shed some light onto what she was doing. So let's go do that. Meet her at the tavern. Red. Fiola. Wow, the mood turned cold all of a sudden. I heard the adventurers have found our ghost. If they did, she is over there. Are you... I'm sorry. This is all I have, I swear. Take it and leave me, please. Take it and let me leave, please. She has been like this ever since we got her here. I guess this is what happens when kids have to spend too much time with you. They instinctively realize you're actually a child-eating witch. I bet it was your ugly mom that made her scared for her life. Don't bring my pretty face into this. You know as well as I do that I'm at least 8 out of 10. Amongst pigs, perhaps. At least I'm not trying to hide my age behind makeups. What? Oh, don't act like that. I'm pretty sure everyone knows about it. You take that back. Make me. Guys? Pig? Hag? Guys? What? Yikes! I just want to say I think you're scaring the girl. Is she hiding under a table? Come out, kid. There's nothing to fear. Are you going to sell me off now? What? Of course not. But you're adventurers, are you not? Kid, what do you think adventurers are? A different word for bandits? We really have an image problem. I don't know what you've heard about us, but we wouldn't do anything to you. Really? Really? So, adventurers aren't bad guys? Well, if you discard this person here amongst us, you stay out of this. Well, it's true that adventurers are a rough bunch of people, but most rumors about them are greatly exaggerated. They aren't highwaymen, so there's nothing to be afraid of. That's a relief. I really thought I was in hot water this time. I'm really sorry about my behavior, but my mother used to warn me about adventurers. She would always tell me how adventurers would always keep trespassing into her house, take things that aren't theirs, or how they would always respond with violence to everything. I guess those stories weren't true after all. Let's not burst the bubble. Anyways, the reason the adventurers brought you here was that someone was causing a disturbance very close to the Adventurer Guild. I'm guessing that was you, right? I'm sorry, I didn't want to cause a commotion. But I was scared of bandits, so whenever someone approached me, I put them to sleep with one of my potions. Potions? Now that I look at you, are you by any chance an alchemist? That's right. Emily is the name and potion making is my game. I'm from a family that has been producing respectable alchemists for centuries now. Or at least that's what my parents always said. I see. Then I have only one question left. What were you doing all alone in the nearby woods? From what I heard, you've probably been roaming there for weeks now. The truth is, I'm searching for something. Something that I believe is hidden somewhere here. And what would that be? It's a rare plant. Something I've been looking for a very long time now. You've been wandering the woods for weeks just to find a plant? Don't you know how dangerous the forest here is? Especially when you're going alone. I know, but I still need to search for it. Then how about you try looking for it from here? It would be safer than just wandering around the forest on your own. And if you want to look for that plant, we can have at least some adventurers escort you to keep you safe. But I really don't have that much money to pay you for lodging and protection. And then why don't you work for us instead? Didn't you say yourself that you're an alchemist? As it happens, we do need an alchemist, and we also have a building you could move into. What's this? You can be nice to somebody? As long as that somebody isn't you, I can be an angel. So how about it? If you want, you can stay with us, and we help you with your search. In exchange, you work for us as an alchemist and make some potions for our adventures. What do you say? Of course I'll accept. Thank you very much. Alright, welcome to the Adventure Guild, Emily. Thank you all. I really appreciate it. So, we now have our alchemist. We need to craft a potion with her. That should be easy enough. Oh! Hello, Guildmaster. Hello, Emily. I was just wondering how you're fitting in. Everything is great here. This place is so much bigger than the workstations I've usually worked with. And there are a lot of ingredients here I can't wait to try out. The best of all, I can finally sleep on a bed again. You don't exactly look like the adventurous type. Have you really been living the last few weeks on your own in the forest? It wasn't as bad as you might think. I'm fully capable of surviving on my own in the wilderness. After all, I'm an alchemist, and there's a potion for every situation. If there was any danger, I could easily use one of my potions to get away. If I got sick, I could also use a potion to nurse myself back to health. If I was hungry or thirsty, I would just drink a potion. If I couldn't sleep because the ground was too hard, I could just drink a potion to put myself to sleep. I even have a laughing potion for when I feel down. I guess that explains the maniacal laughter people have been reporting. Thanks again, Guildmaster, for offering me a place to stay and helping me in my search. We both benefit from this arrangement. I'm curious how good your potion-making skills really are. Then how about I show it to you? Let's make potions. Yeah, let's. Craft a mana potion here. And that's the only thing we need some regular herbs to be able to craft anything more. And with that, the game kind of opens up. We're no longer on any particular goals. What I want is to get someone. It could be a. I don't like ascetic. Mixed with resilience, it's actually not that bad. I'm just going to take another day here. Get a new week, which will reset the merchant's wares. Macan. We can grab another of these adventure books, and this Talisman of Ganenta will give us a healing that we can put on anyone. We don't need anything else from you, Macan, but we can take a moment to just have a little chat. Hello, Guildmaster. How can I be of service? So, how old are you? After 2 millennia, I stopped counting. What is your real name? It's a word that cannot be pronounced in any known language. Are you human? If I were, would I be wearing all these clothes that cover up my skin? Was any of that remotely true? No. Good talking to you, Guildmaster. Anything else you'd like to say? That's all. As always, it has been a pleasure. I like Macan. I'm interested to see what they have in store. Ooh. Karen. Wasn't one of the... You know what? I'm not going to question it. As a child, Karen used to hear a voice that guided her. It warned her of any danger that might have occurred, and sometimes even told her of things that were about to happen in the future. The voice also taught her how to channel divine energy to heal wounds and perform minor miracles. But at some point, Karen stopped hearing the voice. Today, she knows that the voice was the voice of Gahanta, and she is now on a quest to find out why her god has stopped talking to her. We're going to go ahead and recruit her. She is an all-around very good priest. Ooh. Hot-blooded, that'll get us willpower over wisdom. Those are... I honestly get those two stats mixed up a lot. These we want to avoid spending skills, but the quick and... I think I might actually just pick up Colton here. Yeah, I'm gonna hire you. Ornella. And Jasper... Well, we'll skip him. But why won't we have a quick talk with Tavi, the tavern keeper? Here for a drink, Guildmaster? Did you used to be an adventurer? No, why would you think that? It just seemed very likely in a place like this. If you really want to know, I joined the Adventure Guild because of my husband. He was an adventurer, and he was also one of the first adventurers to join the Adventure Guild. When he joined the guild, I opened a tavern here with the help of the former guildmaster. It was my way of staying close to him. Because my family used to run a tavern in Cragsmond, I had no trouble running one in the guild. Sure, adventures can be a rougher bunch than most, but my husband always had a knack for reminding people not to cause any trouble in my tavern. You said he was an adventurer. He never got to retire. But I guess that was never unexpected. That's a life and adventure for you. One day you were making plans for the future together, and on the next day, there's none to be had. I see. There's no need to feel sorry for me, Guildmaster. It happened a long time ago. Right now, I'm more concerned about people paying their tabs. Still don't want that drink? That's all. There's always a seat free for you here. So, yeah, I really like the kind of real nature of all the characters so far. They're very silly. They're very anime-esque. But there's also a underlying current of real life to them that just really captures like a something I can't quite put my finger on, some je ne sais quoi. That pretentious note. I'm gonna go ahead and say we're gonna continue a quest next time. We're gonna step out. We've got the enough people here. We'll probably take out our two new adventurers. Colton. Colton has an interesting background. A little clash with the law, which makes sense because he's greedy. But we'll save that for next time. If you've enjoyed this Let's Play, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment. I'm looking forward to seeing the response I get, if any. If you want to watch more, make sure to subscribe so that you get notified. Thank you if you've made it this far, and I hope to see you next time.